Hi, good evening. Please mute yourself, all of you. We've got all the speakers out here. So I want you to mute yourself and mute your audios as well. A very good evening to one and all. It's a pleasure to see so many of them today, and I can see a lot of educators, the principals of schools and educators, as well as parents today. And I think kids are all fond of stories. And Katha Sangra is all about that. Katha Sangra में आप लोग कहानियां सुनेंगे और हमारे अजीत सर आपको value talk करेंगे. And in his values, he'll be talking about different value which he has talked about in the past. And now he's going to talk about all about information knowledge. Before that, let me have the pleasure to introduce very, very quickly. I like to introduce both of them. As everybody knows, Ajit Acharya sir, for last 3 sessions, we had Guruji here. He's a live teacher. Namaste, sir. So information is a root of knowledge. That's what he says. And today's topic is also about information and knowledge. Intelligence is God's gift. He always tells me. And utilizing it to acquire knowledge requires human efforts. I do agree to you, sir. Sri Ajit Acharya, sir, a spiritual, social, economic reformer, a very passionate life teacher, and an expert in unearthing hidden talent. He has transformed a village named Dhadeshwar in Karnataka from economic poverty to green pastures. This good work has been appreciated by the then President of India, His Excellency Shri K.R. Narayanan, Deputy Prime Minister Shri L.K. Advani, and Srimati Sumitra Gandhi, granddaughter of Mahatma Gandhi. He is a voracious reader, very good orator, and a great motivator. He has extensively traveled nook and corner of the country and understood the Indian ethos. He has been invited as a guest speaker by foreign countries like Bhutan, Mauritius, Nepal, Yemen, Dubai, etc. And it's a very, very big honor for us for him to come here and give a value-add talk. He's also a chairman on the advisory board of the Green School, Bangalore. And wherever he went, he took the opportunity to speak about Indian heritage and its civilization. It's a really great thing, sir. Sir Ajit Acharya, sir, born and brought up in West Bengal, is visiting guest faculty for the past 20 years to universities, management institutes, pre-university colleges, and schools in India and abroad. His strength is teaching, training, and development of human resource. He is also associated with various organizations in the country. Again, namaste to you, sir, and a warm welcome to Katha Sangraha. And Geeta ma'am, as everybody knows, she's a master storyteller. And it's very unfortunate that Geeta ma'am is very, very busy the next month. And so she is not going to be part of storytelling session from the next session, but we will be shortly having a very, very veteran storyteller who is joining us from the next session. Geeta ma'am, a veteran trainer, story coach, and who has an experience of 22 years in the field of storytelling. Founder of IAST, the International Academy of Storytelling, 1998. She's also established and founded the Academy of Storytelling, the only globally recognized academy for storytelling in the world. Story curator and reviver of oral narratives for the global audience. Center for Change Management and the Storytelling Framework, transforming people's thinking and creativity, impacting young minds to think differently, spinning new yarns to keep stories alive in little hearts, corporate trainer leveraging new perceptions and ideologies. At the Azim Premji University and University of Gothenburg, Sweden, renowned speaker at the international national conferences. International affiliations for storytelling courses in India from Sweden, Scotland, and the USA. First Indian storyteller to perform and train at Dubai, Sri Lanka, UK, Cambridge, Germany, etc., etc. The Limca Book of Records for organizing the first International Storytelling Festival in India. A very warm welcome to you, Ms. Geeta Ramanujam, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
So the first story, what they had told about is about duty. They said it's all above everything. Second was talk about positive thinking. The third, they talked about mindset and how you think is what you become. And today I heard from Sir that they're talking about information and knowledge, or information to knowledge. That's what he says. So I do not know what is up their sleeve, because as it comes and as the flow goes, but I'm sure the storytelling which Ms. Geeta, it's all about Supandi, and of course, and are very, very interesting characters. So wait for the excitement. Miss Manju Chakravarti, who is the last episode winner? Do you have the winners there? Anybody there who has posted on the Facebook?
No, ma'am, not yet. No.
Okay. Manju ma'am is our middle school coordinator of the Green School Bangalore, and I am the director of the Green School Bangalore. Over to you, sir. Ajit sir. Then we will shortly come to the contest people. So Ajit sir, आप शुरू करिए.
हाँ जी.
हाँ, सुनते हैं हम राजा रानियों की एंड सब की. तो आप इनके मुंह से आप सुनिए वैल्यू टॉक.
हाँ जी. Thank you very much, Usha Mohan ji, and my colleague on the speakers dais online, Geeta Ramonaja ji. आपका नाम लेने से हमें कृष्ण भगवान याद आ जाता है. So the teacher's teacher is also with us along with your day. Thank you very much, and all my dear academicians who are more available on online than the students or parents. Today my topic is information. When I talk about this information word, in the era of information technology, it will be very apt to say that this is the one thing which we understand properly, then our life as well as our work will become very smooth, and we will be able to guide our children properly. As a teacher, I am also a part of teaching, and you're a teacher, and even you are a principal or a lecturer or a professor, we all teach students. So fundamentally, unless we have gathered proper informations, we will not be able to tell them. So here the information gathering is, I have divided the information into three different sources. The first source is, which we all neglect, is history of the country or the history of human civilization. These are the two main sources. This is the one main source from where we can draw a lot of information and pass it on to the next generation. The second one is what our sense organs gather and give it to us to process it and then utilize it. And the third one is just you press the button and you have the information, is your internet today. I have just segregated the internet separate from all other source, because people are today making it their breakfast, their lunch and their dinner and whatnot. So when we talk about this information, because our countrymen, what I have observed in my last 40 years, most of them are not aware about the country's history, because they don't like knowing anything about the past. But my question is, if you don't know about your past history of the country, how you will build up your country today? Because all your education is not mere degree and certificate. When you take your degree and certificate and you come to perform in life as a teacher, as an engineer, as a doctor, or as a pilot, or whatever performance you want to deliver in the work sphere, you have to have the knowledge of your country. Without knowing your country, without knowing the history of your country, your civilization, how you are going to interpret things which in the present and as well as for the future, right? Because you will be one person who will be totally in dark. For let us take this pandemic which has come in our life as a blessing in disguise. Why do I say this? Because a great information we have drawn from this. The greatest information that we have drawn is, we were believing that all the American or the Western country people are well equipped to deal with any kind of disease. But suddenly we came to know that the more people died is only in the Western world, where the medical facility was far superior than ours. So now everybody will tell, now ours is also increasing. There is no increasing compared to anybody. We hardly have about what you call 4.5 lakhs live cases now. And for your information today, I'm telling you, we will have not more than 2%, and that also will reduce further to 1.5. The death rate will fall. What is the reason behind it? There is one peculiar reason. Our lifestyle, our habits, which we have drawn from our ancient people, but some of them don't know who has provided what knowledge they are drawn from where. Hence, they just keep on doing, ठीक है भाई उसने किया मैंने भी कर दिया, अगर उसने काढ़ा पी लिया तो मैंने भी पी लिया. You know, it is something like, you know, fun for all of us, but no seriousness. But now world has taken it seriousness, so we have also started following them. Yeah, ठीक है, Hinduism में something is there. What is that? The most important thing is, I always go to every institute and ask, but ye kaise Western country people, they say they are great people. What way they are great than us? There is not a single incident to prove that they could even read 10. They only know 9. Without Aryabhat, there is no 10 for them. So they were proclaiming themselves to be big heroes without knowing the zero. And we were knowing the zero, and we just behaved as if we don't know anything. Without your zero, where is your space? Where is your cosmic world? Where is your so-called NASA? Everything is dumbfounded. Yes, I look very odd. People say we Indians are fanatic. We start claiming about Aryabhat and various. Every theory we have derived. Very nicely, Vivekananda once said that you look at the gravitation today and you say that apple gira hai zameen pe isliye isko gravitation bol diya. But as if gravitation was not there earlier. We have to give our children proper information, and we have to gather those information for them and make it available to them from the history of this country. And this write-up, which if you want, I will give you, Abdul Kalam personally gave me when I met him about maybe a decade back. And that piece of paper, I keep it with me. It is free for all. And he very clearly says, when this obsession will come out of our body and we start speaking that we are Indians and we believe that we have more knowledge. That now we are proving. Today, one video is very viral that the drug which our country has supplied to them to take care of pandemic was the only drug that saved the human life. And it is now today viral. It is coming from USA and they are claiming that they were correct. Some idiots in between, some Sanjay Gupta or somebody gives the wrong information. So information, unless it is right and it is not handled properly, then it creates problem. I talk about my second point because we hardly get 15-20 minutes to speak. So I can't go in detail on anything. Our sense organs, our children should be taught how to handle our sense organs. Here, I would not like to keep Swami Vivekananda's photo in everybody's house, but without teaching what he said. He has very nicely explained in books, small books. They don't even cost 3 rupees, 2 rupees, 4 rupees, or 5, even not more than 20 rupees. His parents can read the entire 9 volumes of his biography, but the children would not like to read. So give us the bits of it. He says very nicely that if you treat yourself as the rider of the body and your mind is a what you call ring that is connecting between your thinking and your sense organs, then your entire interpretation of life will change. Let me give you an example. A horse we tie with a belt and hold that belt in our hand. And that belt we pull up and back and forward so that the horse takes the different speeds. Suppose you imagine you have a what you call a chariot in which you have 5 horses, like your 5 sense organs. And each of these horse goes in their own direction without being controlled. What will happen to the chariot? It will break into pieces, because it will go into different directions. Here we have to tell children that sense organs are to be subordinate of their manasa. It should not be, manasa should not be in the control of the sense organs. Indriyas should not control the children. They are so much crazy. Abhi pizza khana hai to pizza khana hi khana hai. It tastes the tongue. You have to tell him that tongue is tasting here, but not the real taste of the food is enjoyed by the body. There are various such aspects which sense organs creates complication. We have to tell the children. We need not tell them not to eat. We have to educate them first. Then they will make a choice. What is good for them.
Has stopped your video.
Sense organs gives various complications. One of them is now children are addicted to the mobile because now online teachings have started. I'm praying God, after October 1st, there should be no online teaching in any school. You may not like me, though I am speaking online today. I'm utilizing available information to pass an information that online teaching is very harmful. It is to an extent only it is good, but it is not going to make the children's life better. It should be a tool in the hands of the preacher or a teacher, but it should not be the only source of teaching. I've seen many students today calling me and telling me what to do. Things are not happening. We are just getting something. My granddaughter came and told me she got 15 marks. She has passed already the exam. If that is the way everybody will pass the examination, that all the mothers who were 70 years old should be given postdoctoral degree. They were better teachers because they managed people like us. And they nurtured all of us like that. The third one is internet. If this Google Maharishi is not made to use properly, the children will land into a mess. There are many information in Google is wrong. Many information, they are not right.
So,
What we need is to understand is they should be allowed to use internet, and if you train along with the parents how to use internet, the information they gather will be perfect and right. Here, internet should become a teacher for them, not their boss. Now for everything, they are taking a drawing they have to make, they are putting that internet on, and the drawings they are seeing there and making in the paper. So are we going to tell that tomorrow we are going to close all our institution in the world and there will be no institution? Sab ghar mein baitho aur pencil paper le lo. Is it that we are going to educate? Let's not do that mistake. Let us teach them things in a proper way. Because some country don't have a population of 130 crores, they will try to depend on the population of internet only. They will not depend on the population of humans they have. Today we have proved the world wrong when our population started delivering it. I can tell you one more thing. There was a great poet who was talking to a student, and a student in his conversation, you see, he sees here very beautifully. स्टूडेंट और टीचर की ये संभाषण है, जरा आप ध्यान से इसे सुनिएगा. सर, तुम्हारे साथ रहकर अक्सर मुझे लगा कि हम असमर्थताओं से नहीं, संभावना से घिरे हुए. प्लीज मार्क माय वर्ड, असमर्थताओं से नहीं. वी आर नॉट डीलिंग विथ आवर शॉर्टकमिंग्स, इन फैक्ट वी आर डीलिंग विथ आवर पॉसिबिलिटीज. ये टीचर का काम है. और ये स्टूडेंट टीचर को बोलता है, देखो मेरे को कितना कॉन्फिडेंस मिला है आपसे. हर दीवार में द्वार बन सकता है अगर टीचर मेरे साथ है तो. हर दीवार में द्वार बन सकता है अगर टीचर मेरे साथ हो. और हर द्वार से मैं पहाड़ को निकाल सकता हूं अगर टीचर मेरे साथ हो. ये संभाषण देखिए, इसमें पॉसिबिलिटी से देखिए. कहता है कि दरवाजे से पहाड़ को निकाल दे. अगर वो इंटरनेट पे बैठा रहे तो वो भी इंटरनेट की तरह हो जाएगा. उसकी पॉसिबिलिटीज खत्म हो जाएगी, उसकी क्षमताएं खत्म हो जाएगी. हमें उसकी क्षमता को उभारना है. We have to educate our children and make them very strong by giving proper information. मैं 20 मिनट में आपको ये सब समझा नहीं सकता. 3.5 घंटा का ये कोर्स है. और ये हम यूनिवर्सिटी और जाके इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज में बात करते हैं तो बच्चे खड़े खड़े बोलते हैं यस हम ये काम करना है. तो फिर भी मैं कोशिश कर रहा हूं ताकि आप शुरू करें, मैं अकेला ना करूं, हम सब मिलकर करें. एक और बात कहता है वो, शक्ति अगर सीमित है तो हर चीज अशक्त भी है. भुजाएं अगर छोटी है तो सागर भी सिमट सकता है. सामर्थ्य केवल इच्छा का दूसरा नाम है. सी व्हाट ए ब्यूटीफुल वर्ड. व्हाट इज सामर्थ्य? सामर्थ्य क्या है? जो डिजायर का दूसरा नाम है, जिसको हम इनकल्केट करके हम डेवलप करते हैं. जीवन और मृत्यु के बीच जो भूमि है वह नीति नहीं, वह मेरी कर्म भूमि है. ये बच्चे को हम सिखाएं. We teach our children such good things and tell them, look at the sky that shines so bright, giving you a call to reach the greatest height. Open your tearful eyes. Feel the pleasant, great morning every day. Oh, my dear students, we believe the unbelievable, that yes, the dawn of a new era has started for you, because every morning is a new day. What is knowledge? Knowledge is the ability to interpret what is right and wrong. Knowledge is the ability to understand what is not good for me, that is not good for all.
Sir, you become you're so we can't hear you.
Knowledge is not acquisition of wealth. Knowledge is not amassing your credibility in the social metaphor? Absolutely not. Tell me the names of those great people who are popular after 10 years of her demise, all those top industrialists. But look at that Narendra Nath who lived 39 years. He is popular after death another 100 and odd years. And he is still going to be popular for the next 200 years. Look at Adi Shankaracharya. It is 1,000 years passing, but still he is popular. The knowledge will never die. This all material creation. Tomorrow the internet will also go away. Some other dunternet will come, some dumpernet will come, or some bumpernet will come. The mouse which has gone out of our home, it has come on our table as a mouse. Things will change. Things has to change. So information has to be so much available to children, not erratically. Somebody, parents and teacher, sit together and guide them to convert into knowledge. Then only it is utilizable. Otherwise, information just gathering, they are gathering so many information in YouTube. I am seeing them from Elsa to Gilsa, whatever they do, they only buy dresses from the shop. They are forgetting all that good things they can do from that. It is a time that we all realize that Swami Vivekananda, like people, were not fools who gave us certain extraordinary knowledge, that we have to raise ourselves to the level of good thinking, possibilities, be bold. He has created those ideas in us. Why we have to be bold? Because we have to break from the old barriers and come to the new era. I will not take your much time. My 20 minutes is over. Usha ji,
Yes.
we'll conclude it later, but let Geeta ji tell her story. But I have one small story to tell Geeta ji. There were one pair of husband-wife and another pair of husband-wife and their one grown-up son were traveling together. They were going in a train. When the train, out of the window, lot of trees and other hillocks passes through, this elderly boy who is with their parents, he used to see, Mama, see how beautiful is that tree. Look at that hill, it's so beautiful. Look at that water pond, it's so beautiful. The opposite pair who were sitting, they were telling, इतना बड़ा हो गया, इस गधे को अभी पेड़ दिख रहा है इसको खिड़की से, इसको कुछ समझ में नहीं आता, कैसे माँ बाप है? They have not given any proper teaching. They could not wait for some more time for this boy to continue this, and that simply said to the parent, अरे क्या है? आपने इसको पेड़ के बारे में नहीं बताया? इसे किसी अच्छे डॉक्टर को दिखाओ, लगता है इसका दिमाग जो है बीमार हो गया. You know what the parents did? You are correct, sir. We have shown to the doctor, sir. Yesterday only his eyes got restored, sir. He has come out of his blindness, sir. That's why he is enjoying the tree. All educated people have a bad habit of judging without understanding. Thank you very much. Pass on to Geeta ji.
So that's a very nice way of putting the entire thing. And I think Geeta ma'am, we got a cue from here, like what he said about the information and knowledge. I think everybody will agree for it. Information is plenty available on the net, but it has to be collected, and only the knowledge has to be given to children. And sir rightly said, it can be done only by teachers. So Guru Bhiye Namaha. Somebody has put it already on the chat group. So we are in the chat group of the Zoom as well as the Facebook chat. Please write your comments. And sir, everybody loved it. And you've got your comments here. And they said that wonderful story. And they said, sabko shubh, that's what they've written. Anyway, so thank you so much, sir, for the lovely information and the knowledge and the difference which you have told. And yes, the seers and saints have always talked about knowledge, and we have gained a lot of knowledge, and that is not information. So we have to skim the information and get the knowledge out of it. Very well put up, sir. So over to you, Geeta ma'am, and we are waiting for that story, which is very exciting. And see what you have up your sleeve. And I think all the children are excited to hear the story. So कथा सुनने को तैयार हो आप लोग? ये बहुत epic story सुनाने वाली हैं गीता मैम. So over to Geeta ma'am.
Thank you, Acharya ji. That was a beautiful story. And thank you all the listeners. And thank you, Usha ji, for having given me the opportunity. I really treasure it. I'll cherish it. And perhaps come back a little later since I'm occupied next month. So I'm very happy that there is a difference between information and knowledge, because information is gathering how to disseminate it is what Acharya Ji was saying. And for that, we need something called Vivekam, that we call in Sanskrit, which is called wisdom. And storytelling is only about wisdom, isn't it? So wisdom is the most important thing that is missing from our information age today. What is wisdom? Wisdom is to know the difference between what is right and wrong. Wisdom is the jnanam, to be able to perceive, isn't it? So this perceiving capacity is the wisdom. Wisdom is also presence of mind, because many of us, we lack that today, because we're so used to Google and getting information only after that we cannot think instantly and give a spontaneous reply. So spontaneously, so any knowledge is not going to be durable if we cannot apply it. And the application of the knowledge in the right place, in the right circumstance, is what we call as wisdom. Okay, so I see that knowledge with wisdom is the one which is going to help us to know what we have to retain and what we have to let go. So we don't need so much information today. Yes. So teachers have a great responsibility. I know it's not easy at all, because you're grappling between online, offline, what to teach, what not to teach, how to balance, what do you do about the emotions of a child, a lot of things. Anyway, coming to the story. So we have a lot of wisdom tales, Tenali Rama, Maryade Raman, and from each Akbar, Birbal, we have so many stories. But today Usha ji had told me if I can tell a story from Supandi. So I'm using Supandi character to tell you a story. If possible, I will tell you 2 stories today. So let me get ready with the story. Tandanana, tandanana, hey. Tandanana, tandanana, hey. Tandanana, tandanana, hey. Good. So, yes, we have our character Supandi. Okay, so Supandi is saying namaste. That much he knows. All right. And people call him stupid. People call him a dud sometimes. Sometimes people say he's an ordinary person. Now, in our story today, Supandi is from the village and he is a shepherd. What does a shepherd do? Take care of the sheep, isn't it? So, so he goes along with the sheep, simple man, simple life, and he was staying in a village near Bangalore. Okay, so next to him was a rich farmer. Yeah, today sometimes farming is also a great profession among the people. They're going from the cities and they're also becoming farmers. So there was Ramaya, and Ramaya was Supandi's neighbor. Now Supandi always had his gate open. So what happened? All the sheep would go and go into Ramaya's farm. And Ramaya was a very clever person. And he said, aha, there, one sheep has come in, another sheep has come in, another sheep has come in. And he would take all the sheep, and his wife, she was even more smart. She would hide everyone. And Supandi would say, hey, did my sheep, kuri banta, solpa vapas kodtira, will you give it back? And Ramaya would say, hogo. ಹೋಗೋ ಯಾರು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಸುಮ್ನೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಡ ಹೌದಾ oh and one by one he lost all his sheep, and last lot of the sheep when it went, Ramaya said, hey, Every time you are accusing me. Hey, Barbeda in mele. Go away. Now, as they were shouting and Ramaya was screaming, the village panchayat head came and he came and said, and his name was Goravaya. Goravaya came and asked, "Yen nadita ide, what happened?" And then Supandi said, "You know what, sir, your majesty, you know what?" Ramaya said, bit of non-helting. Goravaya sir, namaskara. Every time this Supandi is always accusing me. You tell me, you should give me all his sheep and you must give me his land also because he's borrowed money also from me. Now, Supandi was so sad. And then Goravaya, he was a very smart man. He was a man of wisdom. That's why he was the panchayat head. So he said, "Okay, I'm going to give you 3 questions. And if you get me the answer tomorrow morning, then I will give them. Suppose Supandi wins, Ramaya's farmland goes to Supandi. If Ramaya wins, Supandi's sheep and everything goes to Ramaya. Got it?" "Okay, sir," they said, and both went their separate ways. Now, Ramaya went to his house, and what happened? There, of course, he had his wife. And he went and told his wife what happened. And he said, 3 questions ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು ಕಣೆ. ಹೌದಾ? What questions? She asked. And he said, "Oh, I don't know the answer, but you may know the answer. Tell fast. What are the questions?" "What is the sweetest in the world anta ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು. What is the richest in the world anta ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಆಮೇಲೆ what is the swiftest? What? What is the richest? What is the sweetest? What is the swiftest? Wait, let me think. I'll tell you the answer by tonight. So Ramaya waited, and in the night, his wife came. "Hey, I got the answer. Ramaya said, ayya, which means I'm going to get all the land. He was already very greedy. Now she said, "Yes, you know what is the answer? The sweetest thing in the world is the honey that we have in our farm. All the honey, that's the sweetest." Oh, howda. What is the swiftest? No kudre, that horse. How fast he gallops. That is the swiftest in the world. And what is the richest? Hey, you know, we have a big box with so many gold and silver and diamond at the back of our farm. You remember? That's why we are the richest. Yay! We are the richest. Go. Tomorrow morning, go and tell the answers. She was also very greedy. So both of them started jumping. Ayya. We are going to win. And they returned. Now, what did Supandi do? Supandi had a daughter, and her name was Manka. And she was going to a village school. Okay? And her teachers, they liked her because she was very truthful, very honest, and very, very intelligent, and very simple girl. And she was so truthful, and she used a lot of her wisdom. Now, Supandi came home because he didn't have his wife, and he had only his daughter. And he was sitting. He was so worried. He was sitting down. why is my father sitting like this? ಏನಾಯ್ತು ನನ್ನ ತಂದೆಗೆ? ಕೇಳೋಣ. ಏನಾಯ್ತು? ಯಾಕೆ ಹಿಂಗಿದೀಯಾ? You won't know the answers. I have to answer 3 questions tomorrow. Hauda, tell me. Now you all know what the questions were. And so Manka sat down. She thought about all the lessons her teachers had taught her. And she had very good teachers in the school. And she used her head and she used her wisdom. And she said, Papa, I know the answers. And she whispered, Hauda. So what did Supandi do, you know? He mugged up all the answers because he trusted his daughter. And Manka said, don't worry. Even if you lose, it's okay. But be honest and go and tell these answers. And Manka was so happy. I wish, and she prayed to God, saying, God, please help. My father is a poor shepherd and he is never greedy. So please help him to tell the right answers when the judge asks. So what happened? Next day, both Ramaya and Supandi went. You know the answers that Ramaya said. He said, I know. The swiftest is my horse. The richest is the treasure I have in my backyard. And the sweetest is the honey that I grow in my farm. And what did Supandi say? Well, I'm going to ask you the answers. What do you think? Supandi would have answered. Can any of you answer that? What? Let me ask you the first one. What do you think is the swiftest in the world? Can you tell me? What do you think Manka would have told her father? Can anyone guess? Mind. Oh, who is this?
Somebody has said it. Meena
Wonderful. Great.
Meena
Give
Subramanian
her a
says
big hand. Yes, it's the mind. I would say you're very close. It's thought. The swiftest in the world is thought. You remember Acharya ji said, we think more than 70,000 thoughts in a second. So that was the right answer. Yes, very good, Meenal. That's the answer that Manka told her father. The second question, what do you think is the sweetest?
Words we speak.
somebody has said words which we speak.
The
Words which we speak.
words which we seek. Word which we seek is the sweetest.
No, the words which we
You're
speak.
close. You're close.
Yes.
Any other guesses?
Truth.
Okay.
Truth.
Any other?
Kindness.
Yeah.
Truth. Kindness.
Kindness. Very nice. But Manka had something else in mind.
Honesty.
Sweetest in the world.
Please mute yourself, all of you. Yeah.
Good.
Somebody said sincerity.
Truthfulness.
Truthfulness. Okay. So it's not the word or truthfulness or integrity, but something else. One more last guess. Yes. Okay, I'll give it to you. You know, the sweetest thing in the world is sleep. That's what Manka said. The sweetest is sleep because it gives you so much peace. All right? Great. What is the last one? The richest in the world. What do you think is the richest in the world? Who is the richest in the world?
Happiness.
Who is the richest in the world?
Happiness.
Who?
Who is happy?
The person who's happy is the richest. Okay. Who else? Who is the richest?
Who has knowledge?
Who has knowledge? Very good. Anything else?
Who's honest?
That's very sweet. That's also the richest. Yes. But one more guess. Come on.
Health.
Health.
Who is healthy, he says.
Very nice. That's also the richest because fine.
And who is intelligent? Who is intelligent?
The one who is intelligent, he
Yes.
says.
Okay.
Keep
Okay.
muting yourself after answering, please.
Okay. Great. Anyone else? Happiness. Okay. Great. So, but Manka had given a different answer. Can I tell you? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. The richest person in the world is the earth. Because the earth has everything, isn't it? She gives us everything and she's the richest. So, this is what Supandi went and told. Because Manka had told him, Appa, you go and tell the same answers, okay? And so he said, the richest in the world is the earth. The sweetest in the world is sleep. And the swiftest in the world is thought. And of course, Goravaya was very happy. And what did Goravaya do? He knew that Ramaya was a greedy farmer. And he told Ramaya, you not only return all the sheep and everything back to Supandi, but you should also give all your farm and everything. But Supandi, especially his daughter, they were so sweet. I liked your answers. They were so honest and they were not greedy. So they said, no, 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 no. We want friendly neighbors. So we want only our sheep back. And all the rest can belong to Ramaya. So Ramaya felt very ashamed and he apologized to Supandi and they remained good friends for a long, long time. Yes? So, tandanana, tandanana, hey. One more story, short story.
Yes.
Yes? Okay. So we were talking about how to use intelligence, isn't it? So, once upon a time, there was a, what is this? Have I told you this story? What is this? A crocodile. And he was very hungry. And he was also very angry because he didn't get any food to eat. So what did he do? And he hid in the mud because he didn't want anyone to know. And he could slowly. And that was the time when there was a hen. And this hen came. Hey, little hen, when will you lay me an egg for my tea? Pop, pop, pop. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, pop. Pop, 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 pop. Came near the lake. And what did our crocodile do? He opened his mouth and he was about to eat the hen. And the hen said, hey brother, Bhaiya, don't eat me, Bhaiya. Huh? Brother? Huh? And the crocodile got confused. And the hen went. That hen thinks she's too smart. I'm going to get her tomorrow, said the crocodile. So the next day, this crocodile he hit even deeper. Our hen was was very wise and smart. Now she didn't want to avoid because she was not afraid. So she came.
Papa, Papa, get into your nest. Do your very best. Get it off your chest. I can do the rest. Hey, little hen, when will you lay me an egg for my tea? I'm very happy. Play.
And the crocodile.
Oh, brother, I told you no, brother, bhaiya. Don't eat me, bhaiya.
Hey, first tell me how I'm your brother.
You also lay eggs. I also lay eggs, isn't it? Then I'm your sister, you're my brother, no.
And the hen went away. And the crocodile, he knew he couldn't have done anything. He was still stuck. He was still thinking, how can we be brother and sister? But by the time our hen had escaped because she was so intelligent. And this angry and hungry crocodile never got our intelligent hen. So that is the story of how the hen had used its knowledge of science.
I want another story.
Yes. And she has used her knowledge and she had applied it at the right time.
Please mute yourself, all of you, please.
Yeah. So, thank you. Yeah. So, thank you very much. I'll leave you with one last one, which is when Akbar and Birbal. You know, there are so many Akbar Birbal stories. So, once Birbal was very busy. And Akbar said, "Hey, Birbal, let me ask you a question." And Birbal said, "Oh, I'm so busy. I'm so busy. Please, only one question." Okay, sir. Yes, Your Highness. Ask me. Ask. Tell me, Birbal, what came first? The chicken or the hen? The egg or the chicken? What came first? What came first? The egg or the chicken? What? So easy. Hen only came first. And Akbar said, "But how come? How do you say that the hen came first?" And you know what Birbal said? "Sahib, you said you'll ask only one question. So one question is over." And he went away. Right? So, I leave you with a lot of these quests. We should always keep learning, isn't it? And
I think Mr. Lakan raised his hand.
Yes.
Mr. Lakan, you wanted to ask a question from Geeta ma'am.
Yes.
Hen came first or the egg came first?
Yes.
Yes.
Anyone answer?
Anyway, they all said it's amazing story, Geeta ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Lovely and
Thank
superb.
you.
There are some fast.
Ma'am, the hen came first, ma'am.
Hen came
All
first.
right.
Okay. So the
All
second,
right.
the
We have
question
to
which
accept both the answers.
yeah. So Akbar, I said, how come the hen came first? How do you say that? Yeah. So that's when Birbal said, you said you'll ask only one question, isn't it? We still don't know the answer, right? Some say the hen came first, some say the egg came first.
So over to you, sir, with the moral of the story. Geeta ma'am, it was lovely listening to
Thank you, Usha. Thank you
all
all
your
of you,
stories,
all the
and
listeners.
we're going to
And
miss
thank
you
Acharya
for the
ji.
other episodes for sure, because it will be wonderful if you would have continued, but you have other agendas to do. That's we understand. So what is the model of the, can you just put it and collate together information, knowledge? She started with Supandi, and being a foolish guy, he became very intelligent in the end. That's what the moral which I could sense it. And because of his daughter. The second story, of course, the duck story, which was interesting with the crocodile. And the last one is a food for thought, is what I call it. Food for thought. Hen came first or the egg came first. So,
if you ask me, Ushaji, this hen came first, egg came first. This story is going on since the time of perhaps Rama.
Right, exactly.
Going on, and it will go on. Somebody asked me recently, sir, why inch is this much? Why it is not this much? So it will be remaining this much. When it will change, we will see. Because these debates, we have to take a conclusion from somewhere else. We have to accept that there was a first hen somewhere, then only the egg came. Because if you take the Biblic philosophy, or if you take the Hindu Grantha philosophy, there are two different metaphors. One says Manu gathered all the species to each, and then the generation started. So also the Biblic says that Abraham gathered them in a boat, and ultimately they all came back to the world. So this is the endless story. Only spiritual people can perhaps solve it, but it cannot be solved in the other way. But the story of who is sweet and what is a treasure is fantastic. If you see my recent Facebook, one of my messages which I created, this I have taken from Bhagavatam. See, in Bhagavatam, there is a story which the God himself comes to the planet Earth as a guru. He is a combination of Trimurti, Brahma, Vishnu and Maheshwar in a Dattatreya avatar. And he tells to one person that, hey, there are 24 gurus I have adapted from my, whatever I see in my life. In one of them, he says, his guru is Earth. And that I converted into a very nice quote and I posted in Facebook. In fact, I received a lot of, appreciation for that quote. But there is no greatness involved in my quote there. Earth is really the treasure. There is no one can deny it. Because if Mother Earth, that is why we Indians call it Mother Earth. We don't call it just, a combination of certain materials and certain chemicals. We don't. We say it is a mother because it tolerates all kind of idiotic things which human does. Animals will not do it. Only humans do. We dig. We do every damage to it. We burn fire on that. Everything we did. Yet it gives us minerals, beautiful plants. It accommodates river water. It gives us everything that we require for our nourishment and happiness. So Earth, we should consider as one part of our life, that is Mother Earth. Fantastic. I love that story, Geeta ji, because these are the only story which ultimately connect with environment. I add here a bit, see why our ancestors, somebody said that they do puja to snake, they do puja to trees, and they do puja to, Govardhan Parvat, to the hills. None of our ancestors were idiots. Those who don't understand, they're classic idiots. Why I quote this? See, this is the best way to control environment is you tell him that this is God, nobody is going to disturb it. You tell him it is not God, everybody will going to spit there. You see in every staircase, in every office. Nowadays, people found a way. They put a Indian God, one Christian God, one other, thing, 3 photos, they put it so that nobody spits there. People have a respect and fear for the Creator, the Almighty. Worshipping snake is an environmental control only. Worshipping people and banyan tree is environmental control only. Snake will never, eat or drink what you give. Because snake teaches us it is not possessive. It stays in an ant's house. It has no house of its own. We have to learn from snake. One of the 24 gurus it is. See, if you look at environment, spider, it vomits a web from its mouth and takes it back. That's how the creation takes place, and it takes it back. Mother, father gives birth to a children. And after some time, the children grow up and become mother, father, and they send the mother, father to graveyard. This is a cycle of knowledge. This is a cycle of succession. That is why succession is not in the body. Succession is the process of knowledge. So Geeta ji, has chosen the perfect story today. See, the father is not knowledge, the daughter is knowledge. Fantastic. Doesn't matter, but knowledge is there or not. Common factor is knowledge. If knowledge is given to everybody, then everybody will be intelligent and everybody can take care of themselves. Thank you very much. We correlated our subject, and the Birbal and Akbar, anyhow, it is famous for their methodology and tricks, and Birbal is known for it. All our audience and Ushaji and Geetaji, thank you very much. We have a good day. And I think, Geetaji, you are not there next week.
No, I'll also be missing you.
No, whenever we are online, how we can miss each other?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
She's not there because she is little busy with the schedule. Again, she'll be back.
I'm starting a Montessori
We are
training.
going to invite another
Wednesday.
storyteller.
Okay, okay. That's okay.
Yeah,
That's
we're going to
best
invite
to
another
you.
storyteller, but we will.
Bhagya Siddhi Rastu.
Yes, and so what sir concluded, Geeta ma'am, it was very fantastic. That daughter became the teacher. That's how she taught the knowledge. She gave the right knowledge to him. And sir said that Mother Earth has to be worshipped, and pandemic is one of the output of it, that we have not been respecting Mother Earth. So let's all learn from our mistakes. So that's what we have ended with, and it's a very lovely story which you have done with Mrs. Geeta. You correlated with information to knowledge what sir started with. So it was a beautiful value. Now to end the whole thing, that we have got certain fastest finger questions by Miss Manju Chakravarti. Manju, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, what are the questions for the children?
Okay.
Children, are you ready for the questions? If you answer, you win a lot of prizes. And Geeta ma'am is there and sir is there. They're declaring them whether you are right, you are answering right. So over to you, children. You can also switch on your videos and audios and answer the question of Manju ma'am. Yeah, Manju ma'am.
Okay, so very quickly, the first question comes here. So in the first story that Geeta ma'am narrated about Supandi, name the characters.
Manju, it's not audible, your voice.
Ma'am, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you can. We can hear.
Yes. So the first question is, in the first story of Supandi, I mean, I am almost telling you the clue of it, but in the first story, at one go, name all the characters. At one go, please type in.
Name all the characters in the Supandi story.
Anka.
And Geeta ma'am is there to say whether it's right or not. Hi,
Ramaya,
how are you?
Supandi, Ramaya.
Yes.
Ma'am, the headman, Ramaya and Ramanya's wife and
Guruvaya.
Supandi's daughter.
Guruvaya.
Guruvaya, perfect.
Hello?
Can you type it? Can you type it?
Monka.
Manka.
Manka is daughter.
Very good.
Give
Shravanti has got the right answers.
right answer.
Shravanti.
This is Sharavati.
Oh, sorry, Sharavati. Yes. Sharavati has got the right answers.
We cannot hear you, ma'am.
Everyone. Perfect. Sharavati. Perfect.
Unmute.
Usha, ma'am, you should unmute yourself.
Ushaji, unmute yourself.
Unmute yourself.
Ushaji, unmute. You are on mute.
Okay. What is the contest question? Manju ma'am?
Yeah, the first question was, I hope my first question I couldn't complete. So my first question was, in the first story narrated by Geeta ma'am, at one go mention.
So they've answered. Manju, that is done.
That is
It's been
done.
done by Sharavati, Supandi, Ramaya, Guruvaya and Manga. It's over.
Okay.
Now the contest question which they have to post on the Facebook.
Yes. So basically, in the second story, what Geeta ma'am had narrated, they have to create that scenario wherein they see the crocodile and the hen talking. They can have their own message also. They can narrate the same thing what Geeta ma'am has spoken about the story, but they have to post it, create it and post it on our Facebook page.
So हमारा पूरा एजेंडा क्या है, हम कथा सुनाते हैं और आपकी कुछ सुनते हैं. तो आओ हम कथा सुनाएं और आपकी कुछ सुने. So आप भी कथा सुनाते हैं, सुना सकते हैं. You can also narrate and you can also picturize. So that's what is what ma'am is saying. So please do that. We'll look forward to you putting in the Facebook and tagging us along with us. And of course, we all on the Facebook. Even Geeta ma'am is on the Facebook, so she will see it and she'll appreciate it a lot. So that's how it is. So we are ending this information to knowledge, sir. It was wonderful starting from you. The value which we have got from this is that we need to skip information and get only the knowledge, and we should not believe every information which comes. And what sir says, even WhatsApp gets lot of rubbish information. So don't believe everything. Somebody will say, do something for Corona. Somebody will say, do something for pandemic. And everybody is so paranoid, they'll keep doing something and you'll end up with something else, probably going to hospitals. So it's always good to believe in yourself and believe in some authentic information, and the knowledge is the best way, you know, because use your mind.
Use your mind.
Right, sir? So that's what you have given us this knowledge today. So thank you so much. And namaste to
Thank you.
all those who are
Thank
listening
you.
to us. And if any child
Thank you,
wants to narrate
Usha-ji.
a story,
Thank you,
if you
Usha-ji.
want, you can narrate it. Thank you, Geeta ma'am. And we'll be missed. And we'll be still connected on the net and online. We'll be doing that. Again, please log in to on Wednesday for the next session. We are there with Katha Sangra episode 5. And of course, the topic is a suspense, which sir will be telling me only about 2 days before. And probably then we will tell you what we're going to talk about. So thank you so much. Stay tuned
Thank
on
you.
time 5
Thank
p.m. on
you.
Thank you, Geeta ma'am and Ajit sir. And thank you,
God bless everybody.
Thank you so much.
and the
Thank you
questions
so much.
and the prizes of the last contest, as well as this will be posted to you.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you.
Oh my.
Bye, ma'am.